Good to go.
So hello and welcome everybody. I'm Aishwarya from Fun Learning, and today we have with us Mrs. Ranjani Sanjay. For those of you who are new to us, Fun Learning is an educational initiative where we work with children with and without special needs. We've had an association with Mrs. Ranjani Sanjay. So ma'am, please let us know what you think of your experience working with us.
Yeah, thank you, Aishwarya, for this opportunity. I remember working with you in my school in Cholingnallur, Chennai, and you were invited by my center manager to do a workshop. And the topic was the good touch and the bad touch. And we were doing this education for children in preschool. So that's my experience with Aishwarya, and it was a wonderful session attended by both parents and kids and my teachers and their children. So it was fun, and that's how I got to know your passion about special education. And working with children is the core area that you are expertised. So I personally know Aishwarya as a very, very passionate person. And especially when it comes to kids and their learning and development, she wants to empower parents and know they should know the ways to nurture children so that they become a responsible person and they are taken care. More importantly, they feel they are loved and taken care by the community. And especially this is something we need to bring the awareness for the special children around the world, like they are part of this community, part of this planet, and they're fully no acceptable and accepted in our society. So I think your work, your vision, the services that you do speak a lot about care and compassion. So I would say if you are looking at bringing learning and fun in education for your children, you should get in touch with Aishwarya and get to know her programs and stuff.
Thank you so much for this very positive feedback. It's been wonderful working with you too, ma'am. So for those of you who are new to Mrs. Ranjani Sanjay, she is a leadership and celebrity coach. So she has also helped us blossom into what we are today. So ma'am, can you tell us about your vision? What has led you here?
Yes. So I actually started my coaching business in the pandemic last year, 2020. Post the like after the lockdown, I released my book because I think I was at home and I could use do the good use of my time. And that's when I came across coaching as a business. I attended another workshop with my master coach Fatima Umar, and she actually introduced me to this industry of coaching and mentoring. And from my previous experience of schools and my schools being physically closed, I really had to look at an alternative. I had to redesign my life, how I'm going to go into the future, because I have more than 10 years of corporate experience, being an entrepreneur for more than 5 years. So still, when life comes to a stop, you need to start again. So I think I created my vision at that point because it was like a clean slate for me. Like, what now from here? And being a mother of 3 kids, working with children is close to me, and empowering them, making them leaders is again a day-to-day part of my life. So my vision is about kids. So let me be very clear and specific. So I want that every child, like what I envision is every kid is served, protected, and honored. So that's what I know. It's my tagline. My enterprise stands for that service. And inside this vision, I'm making sure that every kid has access to hygiene, safety, shelter, food, and education. So this is what my work is standing for. And this has begun. Like I envisioned this last year, and I'm progressively working towards fulfilling that. by creating leaders and educators like you, making them celebrities, like you reach a wider audience, a global audience, and no, so that I can have this global vision fulfilled.
Wonderful,
So
ma'am,
that's
wonderful. It is visions like this, I think, which build a nation, right? We are a community, and unless we have this thought, you said you were a clean slate, and from the clean slate, you have had, this opportunity to create so many things and benefit so many people. So I think it's absolutely wonderful what you're doing. And I'd like to know now, with 3 kids, with experience in the corporate sector, with experience in education, with a book also, under your way. What is driving you each day to work? And sure, your hands are full.
Yes, absolutely, more than full. In fact, I had a very terrible conversation yesterday night with my husband, where
Okay.
he was telling me, you are taking care of the world, but you're not taking care of your children. So this is a day-to-day thing. Like you really have to balance this, and see what earlier when I became an entrepreneur, doing a corporate job was still okay because being a independent woman, having a career is okay in India. People, women are encouraged both by parents and your partners to have a job. Having a job is not difficult. Becoming an entrepreneur and that journey is very challenging, and it really requires a lot of emotional, physical, and financial support to really grow as a person, and as a business itself. So it's a different game. And when you continue this journey, and you closed one business and now you're doing another business of coaching and consulting. So no, there is growth, there is training, life is growing, kids are growing, commitments are growing, challenges are also growing around us. So why you wake up every day and you get on to work is a very, very good question that everybody should ask, like why. And today I was in fact telling my husband, like, no, life should look at like an opportunity every day. And if you're not looking at life as an opportunity every day, then you're really, really missing out. So like for example, for a kid, if you wake up in the morning and you're not interested to go to your online class, you're really not seeing your school as an opportunity. You're really not seeing your teacher as an opportunity. Similarly, the work that you do, even going to the kitchen and making that lunch, if you don't want to do it, it really sounds like a burden. It doesn't sound like an opportunity. So it's not that everything looks very fancy and no, wow. No, there's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of effort, money involved in these activities. No, even making a meal requires a lot of effort.
Very
But
true.
it's up to us. It's up to us purely. Even feeding your child with a bowl of Cerelac or a fruit salad, or even changing his nappy, you have to create it as an opportunity to serve my kid. It's a privilege to have this baby in my life. It's a privilege to work with my kids, the coaching business I have, or the students I have. No, we have to create opportunity. And
Very
if
true. Very
if
true.
you see that you're missing, you feel stressed, you're not really loving your work, you're not serving, you're not contributing.
Yes,
As
it's
simple.
it's it's all in the mindset. I think that it all just boils down to that, right? It's how we look at things, and that is how we will value, we will create opportunities. Like you said, sometimes we think of it as a burden, and then even though it might be a wonderful opportunity, we are not able to see it that way. So it's all just in our minds, right? So our last question, ma'am, today, uh, what is your words of advice for those of us in the education sector?
You guys are the torch bearers, like no, you and me, and we have to. As I was speaking to yesterday, also, like teachers are not recognized and valued for the contribution they are making. It's priceless, actually. So I am on a mission that educators are the next generation celebrities. No, people look up to the young generation, look up to becoming leaders, becoming trainers. becoming teachers, no? And that's my mission. And you have to value yourself for what you're doing so that people can see the value. Such a nice pet you have. Cute.
They are like you said, you know, it's everybody is right here. Everybody wants to be a part of what we are doing. Yeah. So as mothers, as educators, as teachers, we have multiple roles that we are always playing. Right. So thank you so much, ma'am, for your time, for your suggestions. I think it's something that we all should do. And from our side, Fun Learning would be very, very honored to deal with you in the future also. So thank you. Thank you for all that you've done, ma'am. And take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.